Hi everyone, it's Kristen Redman, astrological intuitive, and today we are going to be talking about what is happening in the skies for the week of February 5th through the 11th. And really the theme of this week is let's get ready for change. We are all feeling a push for change, and that's because right out the gate, right, we're starting on Sunday, February 5th, which is today. We're starting out with Mercury, the planet of conscious thought, mind, communication, but it's where our conscious mindset is at. It's starting to move through the sign of Aquarius. Now, Aquarius, of course, is the sign that's getting a whole bunch of things that are happening this year. And what Aquarius asks of us is, where are we not being true and authentic to who we are and what it is we want? And what do we need to let go of in order to be able to be our true selves? Why I say what do we have to let go of is because Pluto started moving through Aquarius for the first time in 250 years, starting on January 20th. So there's already this major, I want to say like a bubbling up inside of everybody where it's like, I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for change. I'm ready for something that fits me, who I am now, as opposed to who I was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever, even a year ago, maybe, right? Especially if you have Aquarius in your chart. So that's if you're a sun, a moon, or, your rising sign is in that, you're going to be feeling that push for transformation a little bit stronger. But now when we have Mercury, the planet of the mind, doing its yearly transit through this sign, over the course of this next month, there is a lot of focus on that. What do I need to change, right? Because that's what Uranus, the ruling planet of Aquarius, is about drastic change. Sorry, I dropped my little thingy-mabobber here that has all my notes on it. So here we go. And not only do we have it moving into this new sign, what happens is the very day, right, that this happens where Mercury moves into Aquarius, it is aligning with that Pluto, that planet that says, I need to transform things now. It aligns pretty much immediately. So that's where our mindsets are at, right? So that's kind of the baseline for the week, looking to change. And then we also have on Friday, the Aquarius New Moon. Now, new moons are the time frame where we manifest what it is that we want to change. So if we've already got our mindset thinking about what it is that we want to change, this is going to be the time frame to put those intentions into the new moon. Not to say that we can't manifest any other time during the month. I think that's kind of silly to say that we can only manifest during a new moon, but it's going to be a little bit stronger, right? Especially if your intention is for something that's a little bit truer to yourself. So now when we have that new moon happening, it's going to be squaring up against that Uranus. So there is that push for the change. That is the push for the new beginnings. And really this is the chance to manifest what it is that you want. I find time and again, after doing this for 10 years professionally, but for a number of years, even just myself being a student of astrology, right? But being a professional astrologer, I've seen it time and again where I have a client that manifests what it is that they want at the new moon. And then 6 months later at that full moon that matches the new moon, that is when things come to fruition. It might not even be that one. It may be the following years. But so what we're saying here is we're looking at this new moon that's happening on Friday, February 9th. You may see that this is the push for change. Is it career? Is it your romantic relationship? Is it just kind of moving forward in your life and getting some change and some new energy going? Maybe you're sick of being stuck and stagnated in the same spot you are. Even if it is a good spot, maybe you just don't feel like it fits you anymore, right? And that's kind of where this push of Uranus is happening with the new moon on Friday. It's kind of pushing you outside of those comfort zones that are keeping you limited. And this is that time frame where no matter what it is, you want to see these new beginnings, and that's when you're going to be able to manifest it. And you may find that, okay, let's use a job, for example. Okay, let's say you're finding that you're not happy with where your career is at. Maybe you're finding that you're settling in the career where you are, and you want to move forward, right? Put our intentions in that new moon on Friday for something big, something different, something that brings some radical change that makes you feel like you are really happy, right? You may find that at that Aquarius full moon that happens in August at that 6 month mark, maybe that's when you see that opportunity for a job to pop up, right? That's what I've seen time and again. Not to say it can't happen before, not to say it can't happen after, but there was something about that 6-month mark that makes a huge difference. Now, let's say it's about relationship, right? What we have happening this week is a once in every 2-year transit. Speaking of August of 22 was the last time that we had this transit where Mars, the planet of passion and energy and shift, it's the engine that makes us have our desire and the courage to get things done. It is making a positive connection to the planet of Neptune, which really has to deal with the dreams that we have, right? It's the planet of metaphysics. It's the planet of sensitivity, and it's the planet of romance and creativity. So when you have that planet of passion making a really positive connection to the planet of romance, I see that it's a sign this week that there's going to be a lot of romance in the air, even though it's the week before Valentine's Day. We have a lot happening next week too with Valentine's Day that really brings out that intensity and that passion inside of us. Maybe look to a couple of years ago, right? Because I always say that in astrology, it's the wheel and it keeps moving around, and these opportunities come back around again. And maybe they'll have a little bit of a different flavor, but they'll be back around again. So let's say maybe there is a relationship that you started in August of 22. With Mars, that gets things going again, right? It's that push and that force that gets things moving again. Maybe you'll find that maybe that relationship gets reinstated this week. Maybe it's a dream job. Maybe it's just trying to bring and invigorate some new energy into an existing relationship. Mars has the capacity to do it, but it also gives us the courage to speak our mind and to say, this is something that I need. That gives us the courage to get out there and put ourselves on the dating scene or what have you. But Neptune is a planet of finding our dreams. Remember, I said that beforehand. So this could be a type of soulmate relationship where Mars is kind of clearing out all that stagnated energy to help you find that person. This could be a week where that definitely happens. Not only is it, relationship energy, right? This is also a time for really getting in tune and acting on our spiritual hunches, right? What is our higher self telling us? Neptune has that ability to do that. Now, where it has us looking within, Mars is the planet that's going to make us actually get our feet moving and move things forward. So if you're getting the hunches this week that maybe you should go talk to this person, maybe you should apply for this job, maybe you should put yourself out there, maybe you want to start doing something where maybe in the grander spectrum of things with Pluto moving through Aquarius, maybe you're finding that you're ready to start a new career. Maybe this involves having to network with different people. Maybe that means putting yourself out there again and updating your resume, going on interviews. Maybe it's about taking classes, going back to school. Maybe it's even putting yourself out on the old internet here, you know what I mean, and doing videos and things to really get your passion across. That's what Mars asks you, is what is your passion? What is it that lights you up? What lights that fire inside of you? And so I see this week with this little fiery combination, maybe there's some dreams that are reinstated from August of 2022 that are ready to come to light again, right? And to get moving on it. Maybe now it's not a matter of sitting and thinking on it. Now it's more of a situation of acting on it. Not only do we have this push for change with Pluto going through Aquarius, dramatically changing the landscape of everything around us, right? We also have a year here where we're dealing with these eclipses that are in Aries, which Mars rules, and Libra, which is on the other side of it, which deals with relationship and bringing some balance and fairness into our lives, maybe in the grander spectrum of things, right? This is a situation where when we have these eclipses that happen in a 10-year interval, they're asking something on a deeper level of us. And Aries asks, where do I need to find the courage and the warrior inside of me to act, to move? So I think this week there's going to be some heads up on that and the ability to manifest, even if you can't see how these things happen, to put it into that new moon, to dream for something bigger, right? Absolutely. We have that power. So everybody, thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful week.